wanted to make a quick video about how to edit your Zoom account so people will not be getting hacked and crazy things are happening during our meetings. So we want to just provide a quick tutorial. The first thing you want to do is be logged in on a desktop or a laptop. This isn't going to work really you couldn't do it from your phone, but you got to do it in a browser. So you got to come up here to zoom.us and then you have to log in. I'm going to assume you know how to do that. Once you log in, you'll be at this screen right here. So on the left-hand side, personal profile, meetings, webinars, recordings. If I go to meetings, I see all my recurring meetings. But what I want to do is come down to this 1, 2, 3, 4, fifth option on the left. It's called settings. And here you're going to find all the settings that you want to choose in order to make your Zoom meeting safe. So we'll just run through all of them. Start meetings with host video on. We want that clicked. Participant video on, clicked. We want people to be able to join by telephone and computer audio. We want to allow people to join before the host. So that way people get into the meeting before the host does. They can kind of hang out. These aren't so important. So we can allow authenticated users. We want that disabled. Enter password immediately from one-click join. I have it clicked to yes. It's not so important. We don't want to require passwords because we want to leave the meetings open. So we have that unclicked. Mute participants upon entry. We definitely want that clicked because people come into the meetings, they got their dogs barking, kids crying, things are going on. So just they can mute themselves upon entry. That's an option they can choose once they get into the meeting. But we want them to come in and not hear all their background noise. So in meeting basic, require encryption for third party, unclicked, chat. This is important. We want to prevent participants from saving the chat because we kind of want to act like we're in the meeting. We have the chat here selected. So this is a personal preference. If you don't want anybody to be able to chat at all, you can turn this off. I prefer, and my group prefers, allow the people to chat. So we have this on. That turns that on. Private chat, allow meeting participants to send one-on-one messages to other participants. We have that selected. Auto-saving chats, we want that off. Play sounds when participants join or leave, that's disruptive, off. File transfer, we're going to have that off. That way nobody can send anything. You can't receive anything that might be malicious or malware or anything of that nature. Co-host, allow the host to add co-host. We want to add that on. Polling, no reason to do any polls, off. Allow host to put attendee on hold. We want that on because that allows the host to temporarily remove an attendee from the meeting. Always show the meeting control bar. That's the bar that's at the bottom of the screen that shows the participants and everything. That's just a preference. Screen sharing, very important. Screen sharing is on because the host wants to share. Who can share? Host only. That means that no participants can share their screen. We won't get anybody hijacking the meeting. Host only. Disable desktop screen share for users. That's not applicable because the screen sharing is off. Very important. Next, annotation. We want that disabled. That's when the host of screen sharing gives the people the ability to write and draw on the readings. You want that off. Whiteboard, same thing, off. Remote control, off. We don't want any feedback given to anybody. Remove participants to rejoin. I have that on. We're going to turn that off. That way, if you give somebody the boot, they can't get back in. That's really the most important stuff for the security part. You get down here, give the people the ability to choose the virtual backgrounds you see. Everything else is pretty much deselected. This is just email notifications for the users. So that's the quick report about how to set the security systems up. After you're done, they should just be saved. Let's see. And that's it. Yeah, so we're good to go. Any questions, feel free to hit us up in our room. Talk to you soon.